Gardaí have arrested a second man as part of their investigation into the fatal assault on a man in Tralee yesterday evening. The man in his 50s was discovered with stab wounds at an apartment in the Abbey Court complex at around 7 p.m. He was later pronounced dead at the scene. Our Midwest reporter Eric Clark has more.
Well, the scene at the Abbey Court Apartment complex remains sealed off, and the body of the man aged in his 50s also remains at the scene here. We're expecting the arrival shortly of the Assistant State Pathologist, Dr. Heidi Ockers, who we expect will conduct a preliminary examination of the man's body in situ before his body is then removed for a full post-mortem examination to take place later today. Now, the residents in other apartments at this complex had to leave last night. They were provided with alternative accommodation and have so far not been allowed back into the apartment complex yet today, as the scene is fully preserved for a Garda technical examination, which is we're also awaiting that to get underway a little bit later this afternoon. One of those residents spoke to us, and he described the deceased man as a lovely, quiet man who was often seen playing with his granddaughter at the apartment complex. He lived in a ground floor apartment. Gardaí were alerted to an incident at the complex around 7 o'clock last night, and there they discovered the man with serious injuries. He had been stabbed and he was pronounced dead a short time later. Now, an incident room has been set up at Tralee Garda Station. Gardaí have made 2 arrests. A man aged in his 50s and a man aged in his 30s are currently being detained at Tralee and Killarney Garda stations. They've made an appeal for witnesses or for anyone who is in the vicinity of this apartment complex, which is in the centre of Tralee town, surrounded by a number of businesses here, to contact Tralee Garda Station or to contact the Garda confidential line.